Hey yo, welcome back to another episode of Zazise Verse of the Month. We're back again in studio because lockdown was not treating us well. It's been a minute, but remember, as always, delay is not denial. Also, you're not paying us. So this takes time, guys. This takes time. Content creation is not a joke, but you didn't come for that. You came to hear me talk about the top 10 fire MC verses in Zimbabwean hip hop for the month of July. Yeah, man, my name is Mukudzei Mlambo and I'm super excited to get down with you. We actually had so many entries for the month of July, so we're actually going to split this into two. We're going to do two top 10s. Is that okay? We love you so much because, you know, we were on a production break, but we're back again. So we love you so much. We're bringing you two other lists that we're going to give you for our verse of the month. So just like in kindergarten, as your teacher taught you in creche, everyone is a winner. Yeah, so we're gonna have two number ones in the shows to be coming through. Right, before we get into it, as always, please do remember to support us when you can, and if you can, buy us a coffee in the link down in the description, as well as you can send us an Ecocash. The number will be shown on the screen right there. New settings, as you can see, we got a desk. So yeah, man, I feel serious. It feels deep and serious. So let's get down to it and let's count them down. Starting things off with our number 10. It is Zay the Alchemist. Actually, did you know this guy on this tune called Ready?
Cause I'm the kid that never played with. Who was the last 10 picture running scrimmage? So I spend my time working on the skills that they...
Solid verse to start things off. Very fitting of number 10, you know. Sets the standard pretty cool. It starts off very Drake-ish. This is bias on my part because I don't like Drake like that. So when the rapper kind of leans towards that Drake vibe, I switch off a little bit, and it starts off like that. It starts off very slow, but then it really picks it up as the track is about to end. I think like from the last 8 bars there, he's really strong on this one. And you know what? This is what this channel is all about. We're here to focus talent that really doesn't get much shine, and Zay the Alchemist is really dope. You should go check out his channel on Audiomag. All his tracks are there, and it's a pretty cool verse. Like I said, finishes strong, so it really pours out his heart there. Cool assist as well from Six the Law. Wasn't impressed by Six's verse, so probably spoiler alert why it's not in this top 10, which is rare considering that Six has been really working. But I like this from Zay the Alchemist. Really pours out his heart, really honest on this one. Feels legit, and you know what, could have been higher if he was as consistent as how he's finished and how he started. But then again, you've heard this song so many times. Well, not this song, but this narrative that I'm giving you right there. That's our number 10 from Zay the Alchemist.
Sleep is nothing to find. I stay on my high though. Low-key,
Moving on to our number 9, it is the blogger turned rapper, also still a blogger. It's My Name on the track called Mirijonga.
Need a time for reckoning. Dikagara passindi chiwongorora peteni.
Alright, just gonna put it out there and just say it. We're back again to the usual conundrum that we always have, where there are bar heavy songs, but maybe the flow and delivery is not really doing it for me. And probably that was it for me. I think this is probably one of the, actually no, I lied, there are some bar heavy songs, but this is definitely top 3, one of the bar heavy songs that we have, and bar heavy verses as well that we have on this list. And you know what, My Name, also known in some circles, or formerly known in some circles as Mark Porter, comes through strong as well on this particular joint, man. Like, he has bars from start to finish. Some of them are a little bit corny for me, and I'm yet to get used to his rapping voice, because when you know someone from writing and maybe some vlogging here and there, when they rap, you kind of don't know what to expect. But I feel like maybe later on it'll kind of grow on me. But let's get into some of these bars, because I think they're really clever. Some of them he says Hansi hip hop, yava open sesame, yava open kunge sesame, but the only lesson is handishke semi. You know, as always, we're gonna put some translations. We're gonna put some translations here. But there's a cool double entendres here where he says, Andishke semi, I'm not afraid like you guys, but also Andishke semi, like the semi-automatic. I think that's what he means. Or otherwise, I'm just giving you like a dope rhyme for no reason. But I think that's what he means. And then one of my favorite bars, he says, becoming the best rapper is a skill that used to take a lot. The dreams that you sell online got me thinking would fake a lot, because there's an app called Take a Lot where you can order things online, you know. It's some neat wordplay. And then the last one is Magatanga iri draw iri bo 0-0. Now the score line doesn't favor Kuna Holy 1-0. Holy 10, Holy 1-0. Holy is leading the game 1-0. Or maybe he means it reversely. Either way, it's pretty clever. You can tell when a blogger is rapping, or a blogger who critiques rap is writing raps, which I won't be surprised if this guy is actually most people's ghostwriters. But I like that. That's my name coming through as our number 9.
Hanzi hip hop iya yaba open kunge sesame, but the only lesson is ini handishke semi. Cooking raps.
Coming through number 8, one of my favorite rappers out, and probably the hardest working, well, one of the hardest working men behind the camera, not named Bongani, who is my producer. It's Mitch Uta on the Sweet 16 freestyle.
Look, I've been happy for nothing is free. In an era of waves, I'm Moses part in the sea. Old school.
I think I've said this before. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And I think Mitch really found his niche in how he raps, how he writes, and how he delivers. It is very simple. It is straight to the point. It is very palatable. It is easy to digest, and you don't really miss much. And you eat it, you consume it, and you're out of there. Sweet and short. And that's what this was. I like it. I like how he flows. It sounds great. The instrumental that he chose sounds great as well, just like his cadence, and he's really authoritative as well, and he's cool. He's really cool. Doesn't force things, doesn't try to be super deep for no reason, as I've always said about Mitch. And I like his wittiness as well, which isn't too contrived or someone trying to be, too clever. Like he says, I've been hot since nothing is free, which I don't believe. I think he's been hot since like way before. But he says, I've been hot since nothing is free. In the era of waves, I'm Moses parting the sea. Simple AABB line. I'm not a big fan of those rhyme structures consistently, but sometimes when it gives you those rhymes that you can digest, I am all for it. Old school, new school, send them to me. I teach them how to own masters without a degree. What? Dope. He even goes on to say, I work 48 hours and then call it a day. Like, that's just how he ends a rhyme pattern. I like that, man. I like that. Things like that. Bars that are just out there in the open, easy to digest, and yeah, man, I love it. Yo, these dudes are writing and we're only on number 8. Let's move on.
But I ain't the one who did it first. Flow for decades, I could help a village quench thirst. Therapeutic rhymes, you find a cue.
Coming through at number 7, bit of a surprise for me, is Sokomatimai on King.
Coming for nothing less than a W. No. If my brother got it, I got it too. That's how we move, word. And this is what I say.
Alright, let's get to it, man. Well, I just gotta say, Sokomatimai is definitely a favorite, and I couldn't wait to hear this dude spit, and he did not disappoint. He came through strong on this one. I was a little bit disappointed because there weren't really much quotables on this tune, but still he stands out because he is a rapper's rapper. He can rap really well. You can tell he loves rapping, and the flow is impeccable. He's also very unique and authentic in how he sounds. He doesn't sound like he's forcing things. I mean, there were a couple of bars that way I really wasn't feeling it. There's a bar about being behind bars, and I was like, I've heard that before. I mean, this is the guy who said it's a black boy, madam, rest in peace, gringo, type of thing. So the only problem here is that Soko has spoiled me with so many great records and so many great bars that when I hear anything that's a little bit on the low side, I get a little bit disappointed. But it was still a strong verse from Soko. This dude really can rap, and he's a rap sportsman. I think that's the best way to put it. And I'll just treat this as a return of Soko because like we hadn't heard, rappy Soko Matemai coming back. But this was very, very strong and the track is very easy to consume as well. I love the tune, the production as well, really dope. MJ Moto is there, Pro G's the name is there. Y'all go check it out.
How I'm going in, I'm a big ditty. Lyricist, I'm on every list. Get the gist.
Back to these bars, man, and coming through at number 6 is Mr. Two-time champ himself, Django Loco, on the Free Apparels freestyle.
Ndopa to drop a content semana remirwa ne general paper ndonzi Django Loco, nice to meet you too.
Hey, don't kill me, but like I said, from what I said about Soko Matemai, Django Loco has also spoiled me. Also, it's not a bad thing for someone who's been back-to-back champ. I think he has the most VOTM wins, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've just confirmed. Loco is amazing, man. Loco is amazing, and I really expected more, but I loved the bars on this, and that's what's crazy about him because. Even when a song, because I always expect every freaking bar, like literally every bar is a punchline, but on this one they were high stake bars and then he goes mellow a little bit, then picks up with heavy bars, then goes mellow a little bit. It was a little bit bumpy, so I wasn't used to it, but still it was crazy. He goes on to say, Pamno guys Octo Vapor, Dopa to drop a content, Sangana Remerone General Paper. General Paper used to be called content back in the day for those who did. Yeah, for the old people, they'll know that bar. We'll also try to translate it. I think Django Loco is probably one of the best in hardcore opening bars, from Chi-Town to Masringo, and from that tune with Petrukpila, yes, the Noble Styles track. He's definitely hardcore when it comes to opening bars. And another favorite bar, he says, rappers still counting on bars could get abacus. Even if you do that in English, it's still a cold bar, man. It really is still a cold bar. Another one is ndikuzvona makubhebha ne at the backs of your head murikugaya murima goats but meh, the sound that goats make. You think you're the greatest of all time, but meh, double entendre. What? I like it. I like this dude pen. Only criticism is I do feel like he writes the punchline first and then he tries to rhyme to build, the setup and find the word that rhymes with the punchline, but I don't know. I don't know how he writes. I just think that's how he writes, but I don't know. Beef is calling people biltong. Hey, that was cold. That was cold. And then like the last stanza as well, he goes on to say totaura vasingatauri tobata ndima totaura zvirema zviri kufamba murima totaura vasinganzwi vari kunzwa nzara. Like it's simple Shona, which we are used to, and is turned into a punchline. That's just a strong command of the vernacular language, and I love it. Django Loco is a gift. Is a gift to the hip hop game. Definitely one of the finest lyricists that we have. On to the top 5. It is Luminous coming through at number 5 with another Luminous freestyle.
I learned my skills at casting. I woke up a day and back on this journey for dreams like Salani Magwalandin Saheresh.
One thing that I definitely like, which stands out here, is the range and the versatility that this young man shows. I mean, known for, the English raps and things like that, but I mean, he's always proud at being Nkulumane boy, but still coming through strong on that pro kid type rap where you put the English bar to set up the vernacular rap bar, and it just goes on consistently. The flow a little bit iffy, but still everything else just smooth, because I love the setups felt like bars, the bars felt like the setups, and it was consistent every bar. Listen, I'm gonna put some of these bars here And I don't know how we're gonna translate and if they're gonna slap as the same, but as I always say, normalize learning Ndebele. Anyways, and when it gets into these bars, some of my favorite ones on this one are solid, and he really puts the punch in punchline. Siyahiresha, maybe lathi sithole njengondaba ning on this beat ngile appetite kababo Paraffin. You know, if you watch Paraffin, the TV show, you know, the guy who like to eat a lot. Like, it's dope. I got bars for Lina Stawandi, for Lina Abos Stawandini, like, you know, things like that, man. I like that because that's such an old bar that's been used. You basically said, I got bars for you drunkards, you know, but like how it's put in vernacular slang, and then how it just connects with a flurry of consistent punchlines. I absolutely love that. And then the setup on this one where he goes, but it's Mariah with his cannons that I carry. I've heard that before. But then he says, with these records that I'm making. Like, come on, this kid is gonna get us arrested, man, with this political buzz. It's too much. It's too much. But still, crazy setup. He also says, you need I'm a paramedics. Even if you break my legs, I'll still win. I'm a Paralympics. What is those Olympics bars, man? What's up, man? What's up? What is it called? Tokyo 2020. I liked it. And then imitate the grades on some haters. They say it's Photoshop. What? I study the stars and their signs. Will a game jenge horoscope. My songs are movies. I don't write verses. Ngipala ma monologue. Abati ngile pite zimbi. Tell us Lina, I'm a stethoscope. Did you do biology in O-level? If you did, it's okay. This is like basic grade 7 science, because stethoscopes are used to measure heartbeat rate. And he says lile pite zimbi. You got bad beats. Okay, that's a wrong translation. But Peter Zimbi just means, you know, you got bad vibes. But it's crazy, it's crazy. Lendewele, that's all I can say. Lendewele, Lumina's coming through there, keeping it up on number 5.
On this beat, ngile appetite gababu Paraffin. I got bars for Lina's Dagwandin. Punchins for Mr. Bean. I'm
coming through at number 4. It is the Mlambo on Pressure.
Straight to the top, I'm killing. The flow mean probably hurt your feelings. You niggas don't know winning at all. I grew past your ceilings, the firstborn of the bird rap.
Yo, ASAP has come to rap. I mean, he's always rapping, but then again, he's showing levels, as he always does, because it's like, yo, guys, I'm rapping. And he's rapping at that same level that he raps when he's put up with like Harare dudes, but here was rapping with the Blaue dude, which is crazy altogether. This track is a great song, not even like great verses or whatnot. It's just like a great song. The chorus is crazy, the beat is crazy, the visuals are crazy, like just everything about it. I absolutely love it. And this is a dope opening verse from ASAP. He comes through strong, comes through with authority. I mean, what can you expect from someone who calls himself the Mlambo, bruh? I mean, honestly, I really do feel like when it comes to authority and authenticity and people who claim and walk the talk, ASAP is second to none. Like in Zim Hip Hop, you really do believe him. Like, yes, I do believe what this dude is saying. You know, even if he says the victory tastes better than a chicken shawarma, it doesn't matter, okay? Like it's still very authoritative and it feels in place, and he comes through strong on this one. I absolutely love everything about it, like the flow, the cadence, the rhyme patterns as well, like the long build-ups to the punchline at the end. Everything is just dope, and I love when ASAP is like rapping. I love this ASAP, and I love the storytelling ASAP. You know, that's when he's at his peak for me. Reminds me of like the Prince Pin days. You know, I still don't know where that freestyle is, but you know, if you can find it on the internet, you will know what I'm talking about.
Children, I promise I shall ever be strong. From the peas to the kicks, she thick from the lips to the hips. I maneuver like a fit, the type that was born to.
Moving on to our number 3, strong return from the bilingual Jay-Z himself. It's MV Pani with Kwadoka.
Can I be drooling on the pause like a chick named Rotendo? Get it? Simple, never gonna crash like a...
Yes, sir. Been waiting for this one, man, and this man did not disappoint. You know, when some of your favorite rappers go away, you're like wondering what's happening. Is he depressed? You never know. But I was happy for this strong, solid return from MVP. And I can't believe this video is like on 30 something views on his YouTube. Y'all go stream that, man, because this man was spitting. All right, so let me just put a disclaimer. You either will like what he produces, or you're like, sounds way too jiggerish for me, or maybe with a mix of mariachi in there. I don't know. I just like it. I think he has a really crazy flow. I think his bars are crazy. I think he's also very consistent. Like even when he switches to Vinek, like there's this, bougie uptown accent that he like puts in, and like it's dope. Like even the punchlines are made even better by just how he accentuates some of his words. Like there's a part where he goes chinu chandaka wandi samu chinu, like it's cool. You can even laugh to it, you can think it's impressive, you can think it's silly, but either way it does its job. The only con that I have on this is that the sound isn't really that great, which makes me a hypocrite, because I've written off some verses because they don't sound well sound wise, but I'm a little bit biased here. But I think it's dope, and it's a little bit too long, but other than that it's cool. It's cool. I think he knows how to spit his words, he knows how to rhyme them well, he knows how to sound really cool on a record. He sounds same salad. That's how it is. Okay. That's how it is. And that's MV Pani. He says it's pronounced Mupani, but I think it's MV Pani. Anyways, MV Pani coming through at number 3.
Assemble to hit the boys up like my Avengers assemble. Leave them in the dirt like Bay of vegetable.
Coming through at number 2, another strong return from the OG Charisma on the My Generation freestyle.
Story of my generation, young and the restless, unemployed, educated, might never know pensions. Feels like we in hell when there's really no exit.
Man, I love this. I love this, man, because after this dude last year he dropped the Already freestyle, coming through again with this one, and it's a solid verse, kind of like Already Part 2, which was on Zimbabwean Lives Matter. Comes through this one, politically charged, very heartfelt, very authentic, and I love it. One thing that I love about Charisma is he knows his niche, sticks to his niche, and well, I mean, by niche I don't mean he's predictable, but like the subject matter is very consistent, and I absolutely love that, because what I know what to expect, but I don't necessarily can picture what he's going to say, and I love that. And this is another Zimbabwean struggle song. Basically, if you're a Zimbabwean in the diaspora or a depressed Zimbabwean ghetto youth right now, this is the tune for you. And I love that it's palatable. I love that it's very relatable, and it's very original. He doesn't try to be someone else. He's always who he is, and some strong quotables here. It's not like blowing your mind type metaphors and whatever, but just how it's layered, what he's saying, and how it relates to you. Sometimes the relatability, it is better than the punchline. Like he says, the Zimbabwean dreams is a passport and a one-way ticket. Dying in the wilderness seems better than how we live it. Come on, bruh. The Zimbabwean dream is to leave Zimbabwe. So if you're contemplating, this is your sign. Leave. Free the people, then I see them go create the same ceilings, oppressed by those we celebrate. Nigga, the same living. Yes, sir. It's that neo-colonialism type rap. What's up? What's up? Yeah, man. I love that, man. And I love that there's strong subject matter on this one. For any of those skeptics who say, nah, these boys are always talking about Magaro and what. I might need to censor that. But still, there's content for everyone. For those who think the youths are unfocused, and for those who want a great message, this is the tune for you, and this is the verse for you. Charisma coming through number 2.
And watch our leaders and they living in excess is reckless. Why is life so wicked? Praying to the heavens, but the gods ain't pitching. The Zimbabwean dream's a passport and a one-way ticket.
And our number one, no honorable mentions because we said we're giving you a part 2 because we love you guys so much. Our number one for part 1 of the July verse of the month is M.U.SE. It's Muse on Pressure.
I think it's time I make things clear. I took time to make sure that I would be sincere. Been letting Corsi Lapa just so I could bend your ear to let you know that I've been flying on top of you like a leer, pulling up like a
man. I can't stress this enough. This is the verse that I've been waiting for from Muse. This guy has been super consistent with the Freestyle Fridays, with the God EP, and probably we're hearing that there's another joint project that is coming through. Don't ask me how I know that. But it's coming, and I am absolutely here for this, man. I love it. Okay, Muse came through strong here. He was very authoritative. He showed his range and he came in hard. Like, there are instrumentals that are made for rappers to just kill, and he killed it on this one. Killed it. Like, the flow from start to finish was crazy. I mean, I love it, and consistent as well. There was no boring moment. Like, there's some verses where you can switch off, but like consistently it kept you hooked. And that's what I want from rap, man. That's what I want from rap. When someone is gonna spit and is gonna spit consistently, and they're gonna change their rhyme patterns, and they're gonna change how they rap. He even surprised me because I was like, I think I kind of know what to expect. But nah, man. Even the predictable bars, bars that I feel like I've heard 1,000 times, just sounded dope. Like, the whole "I've been flying on top of you like a lair." Like, it was cool. Like, how he accentuated the end rhyme sounded dope. Like, he even switches it up and gets into a little vernac, something I never thought I would even hear. It's like, God damn, like, what? Let's go. Hip hop capital, stand up, man. And I absolutely love that for Muse, man. Can't wait for the content that's dropping, because I really feel like there's gonna be a lot that is coming through from the City of Kings, man. And this is dope. This is what we're here for, man. Zim Hip Hop is here to stay. Let's get it.
I'm shit up here. I made a name amongst my peers. God level, son, I've always been part of the top tier. Goddamn, I told you from the start that I was gonna be a problem and part of you.
And with that wraps up part 1 of Zazise Verse of the Month for the month of July. Obviously, we're gonna bring you part 2 because there are some fire spitters that we left out that we just couldn't put as honorable mentions, man. Like, these dudes were way too cold. So yeah, we love you guys, man. We love you guys so much. So we're gonna give you a double take of that, and that's about it. As always, let us know in the comments who your number one is. If you've listened to any of these tunes that we mentioned before, do check out these artists and stream them, support them, buy their art, man, because it really does go a long way. Like, just go to the comment section and say, Zazise brought me here. It really does help, and gets the word out there. As always, I've been Mukudzei Mlambo. Now, I don't know how to sign out because we have a disc now. I feel like Trevor Noah. But anyways, that being said, catch you on the next one.